We are concerned that this decision did not take into account how such a move may affect intelligence community dependencies and missions. Senators wrote to President Joe Biden, review of Space Command base and decisions sought by Senate Intel members. I'm not too certain what the hell this was all about. Some lawmakers are still trying to convince the executive branch to reverse a preliminary decision to move U.S. Space Command headquarters to Alabama. Two Democrats in the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence are sending another message to the White House in the fight to keep U.S. Space Command in Colorado. It's bad for the intelligence community. The May 11th letter is the latest missive from Capitol Hill as Colorado tries to convince the executive branch to reverse the Trump administration preliminary decision in January to move Space Command headquarters to Alabama. The command is currently based at Peterson Air Force Base, Colorado, near a host of important military space installations. We are concerned that this decision did not take into account how such a move may affect intelligence community dependencies and missions. We therefore request you to review the process by which this decision was made and ensure IC equities are fully considered. Intelligence community equities are fully served. Senator Mark Warner of Virginia, the panel's chairman, and Michael Bennett of the Colorado wrote to President Biden. The Spacecom, the combatant command in charge of daily satellite radar and other space-related operations, is separate from the new Space Force, which supplies the troops and resources to Space Command directs. Military space operations are closely tied to other entities in the intelligence community, such as National Reconnaissance Office. Those organizations share classified information collected by their satellites and radars to better understand activity on the ground, what and where objects are in space, what they do, what they are capable of, and whether they pose a threat. So, a key point right there. Radars to better understand activity on the ground. Furthermore, we are keenly aware of the threats in space and the criticality of maintaining U.S. superiority in face of an evolving threat landscape, the senators wrote. We have consistently made this a priority in recent years, with careful oversight of dollars spent and an eye toward the allocation of scarce resources among national security priorities. They pointed to the efforts to modernize the National Space Defense Center, part of Space Command, at Peterson that protects U.S. space assets from harm. The senators also worry about losing valuable civilian employees and contractors who opt not to follow Spacecom to Huntsville. So what it seems like is that freaking, pretty much like cloud storage, which just collects all the data, right? Because there's all these, just think of it as like a high gain antenna, and it's just like picking up, receiving all that information, and it's, probably using some quantum computers, some very sophisticated technology to collect all this data. So, it, very important, especially with things that are going on in the county of Cornucopia. Just making a little, spin on that, just because, But Huntsville, home to the Army's Redstone Arsenal, beat 5 other locations to become Spacecom's permanent headquarters with about 1,400 personnel. Earlier in the year, Colorado's congressional delegation asked Biden to pause the move to Alabama until the new administration reviews the decision. Government Accountability Office and Defense Department Inspector General who are also looking into the matter after Colorado Republican Representative Doug Lamborn petitioned the watchdog agencies for review of the Air Force's decision. Props have said was politically motivated. And this whole entire article seems politically motivated. The Air Force was in charge of vetting prospective locations to host Space Command based on the area's ability to support the space mission and to offer a good quality of life for military families. Oh, you care about military families, good quality of life about military families. This is how we know this is all fucking bullshit right here. You know, like, oh, just good at the veterans. Oh, they're terrorists. Serve your country. Get out, and you're a terrorist. Huntsville compared favorably across more of these factors than any other community, providing a large qualified workforce, quality schools, superior infrastructure capacity, and low initial and recurring costs. Therefore, said when it announced its decision in January. Additionally, the Huntsville community, with Redstone Arsenal coordination, offered a facility to support the headquarters at no cost while the permanent facility is being constructed. The service says it will make a final decision on moving Spacecom to Alabama in spring 2023, following environmental review. If the plan environmental review, oh, Green New Deal. Oh, we see how freaking okay the Green New Deal. It's about overriding Trump's decisions without actually having to do executive orders. It's just freaking. If the plan moves forward, the command will relocate in 2026. So, yeah. Why don't they go after Antifa and BLM for their riots and destruction and all that? They're so worried about these Capitol rioters. And yeah, we're getting ready for, some war. There is significant gang activity in the military. Significant. And testimony will amount to the most thorough explanation of Pentagon actions after months of criticism that it took hours for the National Guard to arrive. Shown back to Pentagon Chief Defense Military Response to January 6th riot. That'd be interesting. Oh, and that's we're releasing, we're drawing down freaking Taliban Al Qaeda activities heating up. The Middle East is all, we're not getting out. The Inspector General's evaluation comes as the deadline nears for a report to Congress about such phenomena. What is the military doing about UFOs? And yeah, that's supposed to be in June. It was the second time in 2 weeks that a U.S. ship opened fire to moored vessels of Iran's paramilitary Revolutionary Guard. We're getting ready for some fighting, some wars, and then Chengdu J-10 jets powered by indigenous engines have entered operational service with the People's Liberation Army Force. Basically, the Chinese developed their own engine after stealing countless blueprints from us and other agencies. Review Space Command based on decision. Healthy eyes are an important part of overall health. By following a few healthy habits, you can protect your and your family's eye. I need to friggin' protect my eyes. Who worked at the Lewis A. Johnson Veterans Fair Medical Center in Clarksburg, Virginia, pled guilty to 7 counts of second-degree murder and 1 count of attempted murder last summer for the crimes which occurred in life in prison for murdering 7 patients. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I trust the fucking VA. Trust the fucking VA. What a fucking cunt. Via insulin poisoning. What the fuck? I'm sorry. I can't really. The Navy needs to immediately ensure the proper balance of sailors to ships starting today. According to a new report from the Association of the United States Navy, more sailors should be recruited immediately to minimize the need for double pump deployments. Basically, we don't want to have a draft, and like that. That's really taxing. So we're getting ready for war. He took them captive in Iraq for 30 years ago. They're fighting for citizenship. Military times.
So one of the things the Marine Corps is looking at now is how to resupply disparate units across big distances. Now, they have to start small in shorter ranges where the technology really exists, but they're trying to...
Yep. Anyways, the small drone company.
Defense News is proudly sponsored by Navy Federal Credit Union. If you're a member...
Jesus Christ. Cannibalized parts systems that sailors can't fix. Man, it's woes. See, we got that's the thing with these military contracts is they freaking, like the F-22, F-35, pieces of crap, a waste of money. that freaking all this research and development for nothing. You know, like they're obsolete. We could have built like several different concepts of things, but we just wasted so much money on these foolish programs. Anyways, take care of yourself. Kind of stay strong. Love y'all.